Hey, what's going on, guys? So we got some recent Hexa gear releases we're going to be taking a look at today. Big thank you to Kotobukiya for sending these out. We got the forklift, very cool. You can use with all of the different governors and everything. And to go with that, we got some governors here. The engineer set type A. So this set's got a couple of governors in there, little figures of them, and also a cool little robot. So we'll check all of this out in today's review. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so we'll start off by taking a quick look at the boxes and their contents for both of these kits. Both of them look awesome, and interestingly quite different style for the box art for both of these, but taking a look here at the forklift kit here first, basically just have an image of what the kit is going to look like there with all of the text at the bottom. Same thing here on the ends of the box, and over here on this side, here's a look at how some of the parts from this kit might be able to be used with some different kits combined together for customization. We have the list price over here of 5,400 yen for this set, and on this side of the box just some images of what the kit is going to look like when it's all built up. Here's a look at all the pieces separated out, just kind of the different sections of the build, and then boarding. Obviously you can use this together with your different governor kits as well, not only just the ones we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video, but with any kit that you might be interested in trying out. So we'll take a look through the runners in just a moment. Let's first just take a look at the instruction manual. Here's the front and back of the manual. Once again, just shows all the different parts of the build. On the inside, there's your color guide that's there for you, all in Japanese, the colors of everything. Just some nice reference images there. Here is our parts list, and then the rest of this is going to be getting into the construction of the kit. Once you get to the end and the final assembly, here on the last couple pages is just some suggestions of how you might use some of these parts just for further customization, so it's kind of interesting. For the runners, first up we do have a couple of polycaps here on a PC runner. Runner A here is going to be in that nice slightly brownish orange color here, very nice color. Runner B is going to be our other main color for the kit, which is in this metallic injected dark grayish silver gunmetal type color. We got some more of that here on runner C as well. And then runner D, which we have two of, it's a little bit larger runner. Runner E is going to be more of the same, more mechanical bits with some very nice details around. Then some more of that here on runner F as well. We've got two of the F runner. Runner G, however, is back to that very nice orange color. And a little bit more of that here on runner H. We've got two of those. Runner I, we also have two of. This is in a molded silver, very nice. Runner J is some parts here in clear orange. Runner K is a few parts here in clear red. Runner L is our parts for the tires in black. And lastly, runner M is going to be our clear parts for the kit. As for the engineer set type A here, like I said, some very different style for the box art of this. You have this nice painting of the engineers at work, as well as that cute little robot there that they have as their helper, I guess. Around here on the sides of the box, just going to kind of be mostly the same stuff there. You can see the list price for this set coming in at 5,400 yen. On the back side of the box is where we have a bunch more images of the kits themselves. So there's the front and the back of all three kind of parts of the kit. It's kind of like a 3-in-1, three little kits in one set. There's a gimmick here. I guess this is some of the tools that you have included. Here's all the parts that you have included there. So you have the toolbox, both open and closed versions of that. Some different tools, some different hand option parts, and those are the little bits there. And of course you can mix and match parts with other different governor sets. Here's some action posing there, just some kind of different poses you can do with those. And it all looks very fun. Opening up the box here, we got a few runners. We'll take a look at that stuff here in just a moment. We do also have some decals for the eyes, so that's convenient if you're like me and not good at painting 1/24 scale eyes. But for the instruction manual here, you can see on the inside, once again, there's our color and decal guide. The decal is just for the eyes, but color guide for the robot and the engineers themselves. The next page is also just color guide for the tools and everything. Oh, I think those are tool belts, I guess is what those are. But anyway, just some very nice reference images for you if you plan on painting the kits in the official colors. Here's your parts guide there, and the rest of this is all just the construction of the kits, it looks like. With that, we can take a look at the runners up next. First up, we got all of our hand parts here, and we've got two sets of these, obviously, for our two different governors. The hands are all in one color, but nicely detailed there. So you've got holding hands, open, resting hands there. You've got pointing hands, and then also thumbs up hands. Runner A is in that slightly brownish orange color, just like with the forklift kit, and that's for some of your tools and toolbox parts there, it looks like. Runner B is in a brownish color here for the kind of tool belt parts. Runner C is our clear green eye there for the robot. Runners D and E, we have 2 of these runners, and these are just going to be in this slightly lavenderish light gray color here for all the basically clothing parts for the engineer character kits. Runner F is in a medium gray color. Runner G is in a flesh tone color here, basically parts for the neck and faces and kind of the ear parts, kind of back of the head. Runner H is some more parts in that brownish orange color. And then runner K we have 2 of. This is going to be for some parts in a dark gray color, and that's it. So when it's all put together here, we'll start off taking a look just at the forklift itself. And obviously there's not going to be a whole lot really to go over in this, as it's just a forklift, and there's obviously a lot of customization that you can do with this. As it is just building it up straight out of the box like this, it doesn't necessarily do a whole lot, but like we've seen with past kits in the line, there's just a ton of opportunity with these kits for customization. And once you break it down into its separate parts, there's a lot that you can do with all these different parts and how you might want to customize it and get really creative with it. But let's just take a look at here just how the kit is as is. Now, the kit is pretty large and feels very solid. The wheels actually turn on there quite well, actually. You have these lamps up here at the top that you can rotate forward and back, and you can rotate that whole section up and down as well. You also have your mirrors. No actual mirror finish on that. Some like mirror finish sticker or something may have been cool to have included with that, but those are also adjustable. Those are just on small little ball joints here at the end, and then you can move those up and down. You have little lights on there, which is a little clear orange part for the light on there. The lights on the back are really cool, how you have 3 separate little clear parts, clear orange, clear red, and then plain clear to make up this section for the lights at the back, which is really nice. And then for the control panel here, you got some nice detail inside there. This will move up and down. There's also a clear orange part in there as well, if you guys can see that. This whole section will move up and down, and then the handles themselves that your little hexagear governors can hold on to can move up and down there. And you have your pedals down there at the bottom, 4 of those. For the actual fork itself, you can rotate that, you can tilt that back and forward like this, and then of course this will raise up. Or if you had the kit just on the ground, the forks come up to a maximum height here of about 15 centimeters. And as it shows here in the manual, you have all the parts to add the forks onto the arms of the bulk arms like that. I don't have one of those kits to try this out for you guys, but you can see how it's going to look there, and you have all the parts to do that. So you don't need to buy like multiples of this kit or anything like that in order to do that. You have 4 of those actual fork pieces, even though on the actual forklift there's just the 2. There's 2 more leftovers. And again, just to highlight how it's broken down into the separate parts, I mean, all these different parts can be combined in different ways to customize it. That's kind of like the core unit at the inside of this. Let's also take a look here at the governor set. So the bodies are going to be exactly the same between the 2 of them here. The only difference is just going to be in the faces, as one of them just has the plain face there and the other one has the kind of goggles on like that. And if you're worried about having to paint the eyes, just a reminder that you do have decals here for the eyes, so that's easy enough. You just really have to just kind of paint the hair, which should be pretty simple, and then just stick those decals on for the eyes, and we just throw a little skin tone panel liner in there for around just like the mouth features and everything. And that should be looking pretty good. For the goggles, obviously that's gonna be pretty easy as well, just paint those. But a lot of really great detail on them, and they're very nicely articulated as well. So you have joints everywhere to be able to get them in all sorts of different poses. So it's really quite amazing the amount of articulation that's built into such a tiny little kit here with these governor kits. So they're very cool. And then of course we have the little robot dude here as well. The eye can move around up and down. It's just on a little ball joint there inside there. That looks really nice. And all the limbs are on little ball joints here as well. So this whole kind of hip section of the robot can rotate, and then this little leg, which is just kind of one little piece, is on a little ball joint, so you can move that around. The shoulder, kind of as it were, can move that. There's a little bend there at the elbow, and then his little claw hand here, you can rotate that, or you can just take that out and you've just got a hard point you can plug into there, whatever you might want. For the toolbox, we've got the closed version and the open version, so you can have one of each. It's not an actual opening and closing gimmick with that. And then I'm not exactly sure what all these tools are exactly meant to be. This one looks like it's supposed to be maybe like a little kind of welding torch. This one is like a tiny little power drill. This one's just a little crowbar there. So I guess I do kind of know what they're all meant to be, except for this one. I'm not really exactly sure what this one is meant to be, but there's all your separate kind of tool accessories for them. As you can see with all these, that little hole in the bottom can be utilized by plugging that right onto there like so. You can also pop stuff into their little pouch here at the back for carrying on there as well. And the robot's little claw hands are also the perfect size to be able to hold onto the tools as well, which is very nice. So there you have it, guys. Although the governor's set here and the forklift are not sold together, they do make for a very good kind of set with both of these kits together. Just because of the nature of the designs, you can imagine these going really well together in like a hangar sort of garage type setting, I guess. But of course, this stuff is all compatible and highly customizable with the rest of the Hexagear line. So the governors, even though they're just engineer types, you could use them, you know, with the other different mecha type units or vehicle type units from the line, and any of the different governors, as well as like the hand scale frame arm scrolls. Those are also in like the same 1/24 scale, so they'll fit in the forklift. If you want to have like your hand scale frame arms Gorai in the forklift or something like that, you can do that as well as the Zombinoids. Those are also the same type of kit and same scale to be compatible with all this stuff. So really cool. Let me know what you guys think about these kits down in the comment section below. I know I don't take a look at a whole lot of Hexagear kits, but I always find them interesting when I do. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on the Hexagear line is down in the comment section below. Do you have a favorite kit in the line? I do have another Hexagear kit that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys very soon. And that would be the LOZ, the Lord of Zotex, and it's a really cool kit, so I can't wait to share that one with you guys coming up. But if you guys are looking for any of these kits or anything else from Kotobukiya, you can check the link down in the video description to USA Gundam Store. We have all this stuff there for you guys, as well as tools, paints, supplies, and everything else that you need, so check that out. Thank you so much for checking out the video here today as well. If you'd like to like and or subscribe, make sure you don't miss any future reviews. You can do that. I really appreciate all your guys' support. Until next time, have a great day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye bye.